Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the FLW Title Championship and the first day of the qualifying round, and the second day we'll talk about as well. It went extremely well. The first day I was sitting in second place, super happy. I caught 63 pounds. Kurt Mitchell had blown us out. He had almost 120 after the first day. But after that, it was a little more competitive. I was well inside making that top 10 of the 25 guys to make that knockout round. So I was happy with how I started. What was really cool was I caught a fish on my first cast of the event. I pulled up, they gave us 30 minutes to ride around. And when I pulled up to that, I kind of was just trying to figure out where I wanted to start. And I had this one boulder. I kind of set up on it. And when they told us lines in, I pitched to it, caught a 4-2, first fish of the tournament. And it was really, really awesome experience. And after that, it got a little tough. I had to bounce around a little bit, and I caught, I believe, 4 fish in the first round. And then after that, I made a move, went to where I wanted to start my second round. Again, first cast, catch another 4-pounder, and I caught a couple more off that spot. It was a good little area, and it would get better throughout the tournament, and I would find out eventually. So after that, I went to another spot, and I talked about this in my practice video. If you haven't gone back, you can look at it. I had about 4 or 5 areas that I felt pretty confident in. They were in the same general area, and I pulled up there, and I was looking at my Lowrance 2D, and it was just lit up the screen. And I proceeded to drop on them, and I went 4 for 4 with all 4-pounders, and that jumped me way up the line. It was really awesome. It was crazy. Catching them all in the little Z-Man trick shot. That's the 3.5-inch version. So I kept working my way around on day 1 of the qualifying round, and it was going great. I ended up with 63 pounds, was in great position to make the knockout round. So on day 2 of my qualifying round, I went back out. I actually started on the same spot I started the first day. And I did that because it was the most obvious spot that had a big school on them that I felt. And I just wanted to make sure I was the first one there. And I caught a couple more fish off of it. And after that, I just started bouncing around, got my weight up to where I needed it to be, or I was comfortable making the championship round. I actually started doing a lot of idling. I probably only fished half the day. I was just idling and lose my Lowrance graphs, trying to find a couple more schools in the same general area that my 4 main areas were. Just so I could I thought if I could get a good rotation going around, it would give me a legitimate shot at having a chance to win it. And I was really happy with what I found. I found a couple more schools. The one school that I had caught them on the first day, it was a pretty big school. They were all like 4 pluses. I pull up there and it was loaded. Like I didn't even make a cast on it. There were so many fish there. And I knew that was exactly where I was going to start the knockout round, because I was well inside the cut line at that point. But like I said, I was using the Z-Man trick shot. This is Gobe Bryant. I would use that in the afternoon. And it's the best looking Gobe mimic there is out in the market right now. This is the 3.5-inch. They also make a 4 1/4, which I'm starting to like even a lot too. This is what I was using, the 3.5 mostly, but when you're targeting those bigger fish, those Gobes you catch, they'll be the size of your full length of your hand. It's impressive how big they are. So that's where that 4 1/4-inch one's going to come into play eventually. But that's the Hayabusa. It's a size 1 DSR 132 HD hook. It's a drop shot hook. That's why I use it. Pins them right in the roof of the mouth every single time. It's an Ardent C-Force 3000 spinning reel. I have Seaguar 20-pound Smackdown Braid on there with an 8-pound Seaguar Tatsu and leader. 1/2 ounce Eco Pro Tungsten full contact weight. You can see this favorite rod is a jackhammer. It's a 721 medium heavy, made just to fit that drop shot weight in there. Perfect. It holds it. You don't have to worry about flopping around when you run spot to spot. And it's just, was my main rod going into this tournament. We'll go over another one that I used a little bit too that I caught quite a few fish on, but when you're catching big smallies, this is your go-to. You need to pick this one up and use it. If you want to get one, get them off the favorite website. They're retail for $289.99. But if you use my code GB20, get you 20% off of it. So it might be worth taking a look at. But it's a super happy. You got to have that Ardent reel just to get that smooth drag. You don't have to worry about it coming off. But thanks for watching. I'll show you a couple little highlights of what happened in the tournament, and then yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out. Man, they're strong. Fat that sucker is.
4 pounds, 11 ounces.
Thank you.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lines out. End of period 1.
All right. Gotta retie. Get a couple rods ready. We're gonna make a move here to start the second period. We'll run up. I got some stuff up north that we're gonna go hit. See, there's little groups. They weren't as big as these ones, but the fish, they're good quality, and they were more willing to bite yesterday. So hopefully that's the case again. And then we'll probably end up coming back here. Just at some point, these fish have to eat. So we'll see what happens.
How do you feel about your first period of MLF format championship day?
It was good. I caught one of my first casts, so that was pretty good. Kind of sells you in a little bit. And then kind of just picking at them. I think I only got 4 fish so far, so I need to step that up. I gotta get that average up. I was hoping to catch closer to 20 in a day and then have the weight you have with it, but we'll see what happens. It's still early. It's only the end of the first period. roof of its mouth. Right where you want to peg them. Solid one, hopefully 3.
3 pounds, 5 ounces.
Awesome. Yep. Keep them going. See that one right on our little ranch graph? There's a little pot of them right down there. Take them easy. Favorite rod, Ardent reel. Wear himself out a little bit, especially without the net. Make sure you grab him.
Tell me how that adjustment.
It's gone actually pretty well so far. I was a little worried about it. I got a little technique I'm trying to figure it out that if I can get a hold of them by their side, kind of get them up, and I can other gun in his mouth, I can bring them in. I haven't lost any yet from landing. I had the one pull off when it jumped and then it was fighting and telling the hook weird. That one pulled off, but so far so good with the whole landing situation. Hopefully we can keep that at 100%. Biggest thing is just let him tire himself out. And that way they're manageable when they get up next to the boat. That's a pretty one. Look at the colors on that guy. Not as big as the other ones, but if we're gonna catch them like that every couple casts, that's gonna be good.
3 pounds, 6 ounces.
Thank you. Oh, look at the colors on her. I like to have my drag set nice and tight. Nice and tight when I first hook them, and then I like to back that off on the target there. That way you can kind of let them run to the bottom and try to keep them down. The more they run down, the better. You don't usually have to worry about them pulling out there. I'm going to get air in the one again. This one's coming in a little bit quicker. It might be a little hot. Yeah. Look at that Hayabusa just pegging him right in the roof of his mouth.
£3 pounds, 13 ounces.
Awesome, thank you. Just good fat one. No way we can go for a 4-4. This is what basically fishing gets fun, isn't it? Normal tournament situation, I'd be catching these 3-pounders after I had a bunch of 4s already. I wouldn't even be laying into them, but this format we get to just keep catching them and see how many we can get. Especially being day one, you can't save anything here. Two-handed in the football.
Watch his tail. Here you go.
And then we step up. Shoulders for this. Still not so sure that's the best. Still have a little bit of PTSD from Erie catching all those drums, so we'll see what happens. It felt like he wanted to come up a couple times, but it was long runs. Real big walleye yesterday. I got him up next to the boat. Quite similar to this.
Watch his tail. Sorry. £4, 6 ounces. Thank you. Not a drum. That makes me happy. You guys can go like one way or the other a little bit. I'm gonna come up to another rock pile right there. Right on. Thank you. Right. 4 pounds, 1 ounce. Thank you. Feels good to get those striker gloves wet again. It dried out, but it's been so long since I had a fight. See if we can get a couple here.